Types of genocide committed against Native Americans. Ethnic massacre and ethnic cleansing. Mass killings of Native Americans executed in a deliberate and organized way. Forced relocation, forcibly removing Native Americans from their ancestral lands and transporting them to different regions. Indian reservations, confining Native peoples to specific, often isolated, government-designated areas. Smallpox and disease infection, intentionally infecting Native Americans with Old World diseases such as smallpox. Christian missionary activities. Native children were forcibly taken from their families and educated in boarding schools in the US and Canada, run by Christian missionaries. The aim was to erase their native language and culture and assimilate them. Forced sterilization, preventing native population growth by sterilizing them, often without consent. Colonial exploitation, exploiting the land, natural resources, and labor of the native peoples, an act that continues especially in Brazil and Argentina to this day. For Native Americans, October 12th, the date when Columbus first arrived in the Americas, is a day of mourning. Their peaceful lives were changed forever, starting on October 12th, 1492. However, the United States celebrates this day as Columbus Day, treating it as a national holiday. In 1990, 350 indigenous people from both North and South America gathered in Quito, Ecuador, to protest Columbus Day celebrations. In 1992, they declared October 12th as the International Day of Solidarity with Indigenous Peoples. The United States was officially founded on July 4th, 1776, upon the blood of Native Americans. At that time, Native Americans made up 1/5 of the world's population, but today they are nearly extinct. The brutal colonial powers of Europe, Spain, Portugal, France, and England committed horrific massacres and genocides against the native peoples of the continent. The first recorded massacre by European settlers against Native Americans occurred in 1539, when Spanish colonizers targeted the Timucua people in Florida, resulting in the execution of around 200 natives. Just 1 year later, Spanish explorer Hernando de Soto carried out a second massacre in the fortified city of Mobile, modern-day Alabama, where approximately 2,500 Choctaw Native Americans were killed. From the time Columbus reached the Americas in 1492 to the decades that followed, more than 65 large-scale massacres against native peoples were documented in what is now the United States. The last recorded massacre of Native Americans on U.S. soil was carried out by Americans in 1911, and its name itself remains symbolic of its brutality. Between 1539 and 1911, over 100 attempts at mass extermination were made, resulting in the deaths of an estimated 70 million Native Americans. If you are interested in historical and educational content like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.